Hey Goat Squad, Scapegoat here, and just a little announcement before we head into the video. We still have the Scapegoat plush contest ongoing, so you do have a chance to win this Scapegoat plush. The contest is going to be going up until July 13th. If we don't reach it by then, we'll just prolong it. But all you have to do is be a subscriber to my YouTube channel and a follower on my Twitch, all of which you can find below, and obviously you can subscribe to my YouTube on here. All other social medias, feel free to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Discord, it's all below. So, thank you guys for watching, and hope you guys enjoy the video. Bye. What's going on, everyone? Scapegoat here, and today we're going to be going over a top 10, the purpose of this being the top 10 most nostalgic cards in a character's deck, or otherwise known as the top 10 most memorable cards. For this, we're going to be delving into none other than Joey Wheeler's cards, and we're going to be digging up some relics, which you may or may not know. So for this top 10, there's a few factors that are put into the rankings, most importantly the amount of times a card appears in the series. And if this is a well-received top 10, we can go over some other characters in the future and possibly some of your own favorites if you want to leave a comment below. So without further ado, let's just get into it. Starting at number 10, we have Rocket Warrior. Rocket Warrior first appeared in episode 69 against Joey's rematch duel with Mako Tsunami. This card allowed Joey to survive an additional turn by being battle fodder for one of Mako's attacks. All jokes aside, Rocket Warrior is shown to be a much more practical used card in duels such as Yugi's, Odeon's, Marik's, Johnson, and even Mai's. Rocket Warrior was last seen in episode 183 against the Great Leviathan, which can give you quite an idea for how long this card's been popping up in the anime. Rocket Warrior even came equipped with a special ability called Invincible Mode, which allowed Rocket Warrior to transform into a living missile, which would result in weakening the opponent's monsters. Rocket Warrior may have been there for Joey several times, however one card earned more fame with helping Joey out as well as being more memorable. This card's our number 9 and my personal favorite, Scapegoat. If you thought I wasn't going to put Scapegoat on this list, you clearly came to the wrong channel. But bias aside, Scapegoat is truly there for Joey quite often. Aside from that, most players have Scapegoat engraved in their brain, may it be from GOAT format or all the artwork it's been featured in. Scapegoat was definitely an MVP card in Joey's deck. Showing up for him in episode 5 of Battle City against Seeker, Joey's able to use his Scapegoats with his Mighty Panther Warrior and do a little combo attack. Scapegoat is seen several times throughout the series, with Joey using it as defensive means and offensive. One of Joey's buffest monsters is our number 8, and that card is Axe Raider. This card first appeared in episode 11 against Joey's duel against Rex Raptor. Joey uses it to crush Rex's two-headed King Rex, however, Rex then uses his own monster, Sword Arm of Dragon, to crush Axe Raider. Axe Raider isn't gone for long though, as he appears very consistently throughout the series, especially with the trap card Kunai with Chain, which Joey tends to favor equipping him with. One of the last times we see the mighty Axe Raider is during a 4-way duel involving Joey, Yugi, Kaiba, and Marik. Axe Raider indirectly helping Joey beat Marik in a 4-way duel, with Kaiba using his Ring of Destruction on Axe Raider, then chaining his own Ring of Defense, in which Joey chains his Grave Robber trap to target Marik's Spell of Pain, knocking Marik out of the Battle Royale. From axes to swords, this monster isn't nearly as buff, however he managed to show up just as many times. His name is the Swordsman of Landstar, and he's our number 7 pick. First appearing in episode 58 to pick a fight against Esparoba, Swordsman of Landstar doesn't offer anything much to the table. However, Joey manages to utilize Swordsman of Landstar with his spell cards many times, such as Graceful Dice, making him a force to be messed with. Much later in the series, episode 188, Joey uses a spell card against Solomon called Landstar Forces, which calls in backup for Swordsman of Landstar, who include Brigadier, Knight, and Grappler of Landstar, who special summon out. In addition to that, he's even got his own equipped spell called Landstar Shot, which boosts the attack of monsters by 600. From a swordsman to a knight, the number 6 pick is Gearfried the Iron Knight. Joey brings out this knight during his duel against Weevil in episode 64, acting as a direct counter to Weevil's Reckless Parasite, as Gearfried was unable to be affected by it, which ultimately wins Joey the duel. Gearfried served Joey and helped him for many duels. Down the line, he was able to release his restraints and become Gearfried the Swordmaster, arguably one of Joey's strongest cards, being able to be equipped and destroying a card when he's equipped. Knights are always on the lookout for dragons, however I don't even think Gearfried would want to take out this dragon. Coming in at number 5 is the adorable baby dragon. One of the earliest shown cards in Joey's deck, Joey ends up obtaining this card in episode 3 by trading for it. Shortly after, Baby Dragon starts swinging in episode 6 against My Valentine, where Baby Dragon famously becomes Thousand Dragon with the help of Time Wizard and aging all of Mai's monsters before winning Joey the duel. That's not the only synergy Baby Dragon provides for Joey. In episode 69, Joey ends up fusing Baby Dragon and Alligator Sword to become Alligator Sword Dragon. Needless to say, Baby Dragon has been there the whole time for Joey. Just like Time Wizard, Time Wizard's our number 4 spot. As said before, Time Wizard helped Joey by turning his Baby Dragon into Thousand Dragon against Mai. However, Time Wizard was used more than that. Joey uses this card plenty of times to age his foes, such as Rex's monsters and Mai's. However, this card has also worked against Joey. Time Wizard's effect fails during the first time he fights against Bones, taking out his Flame Swordsman with it. In addition, this card has benefited Yugi in one of the episodes, episode 34, to turn Yugi's Dark Magician into the Dark Sage, allowing Yugi to search for a spell card, resulting in Joey's defeat. There's been a lot of ups and downs with this card, but honestly, that's probably why it's so memorable. The final 3 cards have shown up in the series way more than all of the prior ones. Number 3 is a little bit surprising, but Alligator Sword slashes his way through. Showing up in the start of Battle City against Seeker, Joey summons the almighty Alligator Sword and attacks Seeker, only to be tributed on the following turn for Joey's Red Eyes Black Dragon. Aside from that, Alligator Sword shows up on and off pretty much throughout the whole series as fodder, aside from the aforementioned time when he was used to make Alligator Sword Dragon. Speaking of fusions, our number 2 is just getting fired up. The Flame Swordsman comes in arms blazing. This card shows up for Joey in episode 11 to help him pummel Rex, however ultimately losing to Rex's Serpent Knight Dragon. Flame Swordsman appears many times after this, including a scene where Joey is dressed up as him. When things are looking rough for Joey, he always has a Salamandra spell card to help the Flame Swordsman by boosting his attack points by 700. This card is one of the last few cards Joey uses in the series, being seen at episode 218 to fight against the Dark Master Zork. The final and most memorable card that Joey owns isn't even rightfully his. Die-hard fans saw this a mile away, but Red Eyes Black Dragon soars in at number 1, completely blowing out all other cards in terms of appearances. In episode 12, this card is used against Joey, as Rex planned on defeating Joey with it, but ultimately ends up losing to him, which now remains in Joey's possession. Joey is seen using this card several times. However, in episode 33, Joey upgrades this dragon to Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon, and in the following episode, fuses Yugi's summoned skull with his own Red Eyes to make Black Skull Dragon. Much like how Rex lost his card, Joey ends up losing his in Battle City to Seeker, one of the rare hunters. Yugi is able to win back the card, however Joey declines the offer to take back the card until Joey has become a better duelist. Towards the end of Battle City, Joey ends up obtaining his card once more. Ironically, the next duel he uses it in is against Rex Raptor. Red Eye shows up in episode 219 to help assist with the fight on Zork. There's no doubt about how this card was one of Joey's strongest assets. That about wraps up this list. Some honorable mentions are Jinzo, Skull Dice, Graceful Dice, and Thousand Dragon. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and if you have a character you'd like to see for a top 10 memorable cards, leave a comment below for it. Thanks for watching, Goat Squad.